Well, hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Well, as you can see, I did move the male and female turkey into the middle pen, and I was in there trying to get that new hose I put on that waterer to stop leaking, and it's actually leaking from the base of the female part where it screws on the faucet, and it's got a brand new rubber washer in there. It's leaking from below that point, not at the washer. So quality control sucks on those things. I bought one for the last pen and it's worked flawlessly. The second one I bought, which y'all know I've had that one on the last pen for several months, haven't had an issue with it. This one I put on there yesterday and I just can't get it to stop leaking, period. So not good. I'm gonna have to buy another hose or either a whole new water or something, but that hose is definitely not going to work. Anyway, it'll get me by for now. The honeybees have found that it's dripping there, and the honeybees are getting their water from there. But good news, it's about 8:15 in the evening, so it'll be dark in 30-45 minutes. And the sun's going down now, but I know it's hard for y'all to see. Let me back up over to this side. One layer of wire. I've got a black sex-link hen that has decided that she's not laying an egg. She's trying to sit. And the reason I know that, when I went in to get the eggs, she just looked at me. She didn't bother to move. So hopefully she's going to stay on there tonight. I'll come back out here in 45 minutes to an hour to make sure she stays on there for the night. If she does, then I'm going to let her sit. If she does not, then I'll pull those eggs out because they are fresh eggs. I didn't leave any yesterday. I haven't left any. Good Lord. I have not left any today except for what's up under her. And she's in there facing in, not facing out like they normally do when they're laying their egg. So hopefully I'm right and she's trying to sit. We will find out tonight, I guess, if she stays on them eggs. Good Lord, both of them just, I'm talking, so they had to start up. But a little limb off that oak tree was hanging down, hit me in the shoulder and head while I was trying to work, so I just broke off that lower part and threw it down, and they are enjoying those fresh green leaves. Good gracious. Believe it or not a crow in the last hour. Just when I started the camera. But I did get into the last pen. Oh, let me zoom back out. I did get into the last pen over here with Sue and his ladies. And I tried to count the hens. I think there's either 13 or 14 hens over here. But those pear tree stumps that I left are trying to grow a lot of sprouts, new shoots off of them, and I just cut them down with the Sawzall. But I went in there and cut up the trees that I cut down into smaller sections, and so I can get in there and start throwing them over the fence and haul them back into the pile in the woods. But there's some rabbits out tonight or this evening. That's the second or third one I've seen this evening. If y'all look right there in the middle of your screen, there's a rabbit right back there, about 4 or 5 feet inside the wood line. But I walked back there earlier and he didn't even run, or she didn't run. She hopped away about 10 feet and stopped. But anyway, it's that time of year. But I just want to do a quick video and let y'all know they can't be that many of those 5-foot hoses on Amazon, you know, for sale. And I went in there and adjusted my review down from 5 to 2 because a hose that leaks does you no good. I mean, very little. It's letting water get to the waterer, but it's also soaking the wood and making a mess in there. So I'll just have to order another one. But my buddy came yesterday. I'm not sure if I had that on the last video or not, but he came yesterday and checked the honeybee hive. And I told him it didn't look near as busy it did the first few days. And he said, well, we lost a lot of them in transport over here, but he opened it up and checked everything and said that the hive is actually doing really good, and they're not that aggressive. He smoked them a little bit so he could open them and had his bee suit on and all, but once he went back to put some of the stuff back together for the hives and stuff, he didn't even have his hat and all that on or gloves, and he didn't get stung at all. And he said that's one of the more docile swarms that he's captured. So hopefully that means I'll be able to cut grass and not get tore up. He told me to make a pass and wait 5 or 10 minutes and then make another pass and so on. And thankfully I've got a mower that's right at 5 feet, and I shouldn't have to make but about 4 passes down there and it'll be fine. But if they're not that aggressive, maybe I won't get tore up trying to cut the grass, because I've got to cut in the next few days if rain don't move in and prevent me. So anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all watching my videos. The chickens are doing well. The tom turkey seems to be enjoying the new area over here. I haven't seen any hens picking on him. It seems like everything's working out well. The only egg I left from yesterday was actually the female turkey egg in the last nesting box over here, and they had 7 or 8 more eggs in there with it, but I pulled the chicken eggs and left it, trying to entice them to want to sit as well. But either way, she's already going to roost, and the rest of the chickens are starting. You see they're making their way into the pens, and I'm just hoping that black sex link, whatever, however you say it, will stay in that nesting box and set on those eggs. I just don't know, but I'll find out in about 30-45 minutes. Looks to me like she's trying to get the eggs organized up under her, but I can only hope, right? I just really don't want to have that incubator running this time of year. Springtime is great for the hens to set, but in South Georgia you get a lot of summer storms and your power blinks and all that, and I know I'm running on my off-grid, but if it's on grid power and the grid power goes down, my lights blink just a little bit before it switches back unexpectedly. So if it transfers by itself when it knows, hey, the batteries are charged and switched, or the batteries are getting low and it switches, then you don't even see it. But if the grid power blinks, the lights blink, and I don't want that timer on an incubator to start over, so I really don't want to have to deal with it. But we'll find out, I guess. Guys, I appreciate y'all watching the videos. Thank you very much. Thank you for following on Rumble, subscribing on YouTube, and following me on libertyclub.net, the new social media there. It is completely censorship free. I still have issues uploading videos, but I do manage to get one uploaded every now and then. So I appreciate y'all checking out libertyclub.net, and set you up account there. It's a really free speech platform. They're still building it. They're still making changes, and of course every social media platform does that, but it's actually a pretty good platform, and I believe it's going to be a pretty great platform when they're done with it. So a whole lot better than the socialist fascist book and YouTube, and even Rumble censors us a little bit. So libertyclub.net, check it out. Guys, thank y'all very much. Remember what I've always told you. Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared. Alright guys, as you see my shadow, my floodlight behind me is on. They're all on roost, and that hen is staying on the nest. That is a good thing. Tomorrow or the next day, I will change the eggs out from her, because I don't want to breed the white rooster. I will change her eggs out with eggs from Junior and Sue. And let her set on those. And look here, that female turkey cleared a big spot on that roost to make room. She moved all the way down to where he is now. And then when he got up to that next to the top rung, she moved all the way over and left a space open for him to jump up there. She made room for him. I just think that's pretty doggone cool. But he's a little big for that top rung. But it is what it is. I just think it's cool that she made room for him. She made them hens move and open up a big old gap for his 20-something pound butt up there. But best thing is that hen sitting right there on those eggs. I've been getting, there's 9 hens over there. I've been getting 8 eggs almost every day, and I only got 1 from the other nesting box today. So she should be sitting on 6 or 7. I didn't move her to check. But that's good news for me. If I can just get her to be broody, maybe some of the others will see that and get broody. Y'all be good.